what do you call Michael Jackson that was like, you know, put out for us by Motown and crafted to be the artist that we ended up, you know, loving so much. These artists were signed by labels. They were marketed by labels, by the industry, by the music industry, and turned into businesses. So we could run down the list of all of the greats that we met because a corporation
built them
packaged them up and put them in front of us for us to enjoy.
They made fun of me because I said I can do 300 push-ups.
Which is bullshit.
It's not fucking bullshit, Nadeska. Okay, you just got back here like this. Like, you just got back here, okay?
That's all you had to say.
No, because then he got upset about it. And we started talking about Max B, about saying he's come back too early. He was like, well, I bet you that you can't do 300 push-ups.
The context that the Billy Woods thing happened at the Rap Life Live was under the context of like talking about superstars. People
breakout stars.
Who were like breakout, the word was stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy Woods has a whole movement and somebody in the back of the room was like, Billy Woods. And I'm like, what are we talking about, man?
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rap Life Review. We got Eddie in LA. We got Nick Newcomb in LA. We got Low, and welcome back, Nadeska.
Low, have you been lonely without me on the side of the couch?
He's been yelling at me, cursing at me.
Who?
You.
Eddie.
No, you.
Oh.
I mean, none of that changes when I'm
Eddie,
here.
don't act
But I
like you
could
and Low
provide
ain't
some
been
comfort.
fighting.
Oh, yo, me and-
Don't even
yeah,
do
man.
it,
I've heard
bro.
some crazy stories about you two. while I
we
was
not
gone.
gonna do that
Look
in
at Eddie's face.
2026. Now, on Nadeska, you gotta know, we brought Nick. We call him Know-It-All Nick. Nick be knowing. Nick comes with the knowledge, because if we screw anything up at the end of the show, he comes and says, y'all botched this, you screwed this up, you did that, that.
We were overdue. Appreciate you, Nick.
So he's helping us out. Now, Nadeska normally doesn't have that problem, because usually the stuff she brings to the table, she's very knowledgeable about, unlike the rest of us. So.
But
No, I mean, I don't get it.
Whoa.
no, absolutely
I don't
not
get
you.
it.
But
I
the
don't
next
get
few
it.
weeks, what are you trying to say?
No, I'm saying I don't get it wrong a lot.
I mean, okay. For the next few weeks, I feel like y'all got to give me a pass. I'm too tired to like
Warming
get all my
back up.
facts straight. I'm warming up, but like I'm glad to have Nick here to support. It's good to see y'all.
Well,
Honestly,
we're glad to have you back.
I missed our pre-show life discussions more than I actually missed being on the show.
Damn.
Is that bad to say?
The one we just
No,
had.
because I really like y'all. It was nice trying to break down trauma, positive negative trauma.
Yeah.
Well, I was told today that there's positive trauma.
But we don't know if that's real.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Positive aspects to the trauma you might have.
Yeah, I see now the framing of it, that makes sense. But Nick, I mean, you know, as your job, try to see if that's a thing.
Man, you doling out assignments?
Well, that's his job. Like you just said. Like you literally just said it to Nadeska.
But that was referring to the show, not referring to the pre-show convo that Nadeska likes more
What's
than
your
It
job?
spilled into
What's
the
your
show.
job, Lo? How would you describe that?
My job.
I miss you, bro.
The fuck? What do we want?
I missed you.
Whatever my job is, I guess I'm doing it well because I'm still here after 5 years.
There we go.
Sheesh. Let's get to the music that dropped. First, I want to shout out Pooh Shiesty, who jumped on the Ebro show here on Apple Music before the break. We had a quick convo on the FaceTime. Appreciate you. That song's still dominating. We can also shout to Uzi Vert, who seemingly has himself another moment.
No, that song is a heater, bro.
You rocking with it.
Was. He must have heard that Rosalia album and was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me do my little Uzi version of that, because that one's fire, bro.
Or just saw the success of I just want to rock and said, let me just.
Well,
put
no, it's
some
a combo.
steroids.
It's a combo. He took what Eddie's saying and his, his pocket that he's had success with and ran it up.
And it's a good story for Uzi, because after the last album, there was a lot of conversation about like Uzi going cold, and that's what we love to do. We love to like watch people rise to success and then knock them down in a second and have an album that people feel like is a break. So Uzi back to his old self.
One of my favorite records right now, that IDK Pusha T. Shout to IDK out there. Love that Larry June who copping.
Yep.
Chief Keef dropped another one, Harry Pot out here. And there was a lot of talk over the holiday. Doechii and SZA. Obviously, Doechii addressing the industry plant talk. Obviously, there was the Adin Ross and him calling her all type of names and out her name. And then you had shout to Glasses Malone, other people that was like, yo, we gonna see you when we see you, and Joe Budden and there. It was a lot. There's a lot going on.
Right.
We'll start with you, Nadeska. A, do you like the record Doechii and SZA? And B, do you think that it was something that Doechii needed to get out here as a rapper and address these things?
Yeah, it's an amazing record as usual. The bar is high for Doechii, and she delivers every time. And the industry plant shit confuses me, has been confusing me for a long time. Like in her case, I wonder, she's clearly been making music for a long time, like 10 years or whatever. In her case, are we confusing that with artist development? Like a label investing time with her and supporting her in the industry? I never really understand. It feels like women get this accusation more than anything. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you manufacture success? This is my question. Maybe you can manufacture a couple good hits, but have you seen her perform? Have you heard that the projects? It doesn't make sense. You cannot force that, because if that was, you can make me a fucking star if that was the case, isn't it? Right. I don't really understand.
Well, we've talked about it on here before, because it seems like the term gets thrown around by individuals who think they are the gatekeepers to who gets
success and attention.
Popping.
Yeah.
And it also feels like those on the internet feel like, unless the internet said
this was popular or this is a hit,
a go, you're not a go.
Right.
But then it begs the question, to your point, so what do you call Michael Jackson that was like, put out for us by Motown and crafted to be the artist that we ended up, loving so much? These artists were signed by labels. They were marketed by labels, by the industry, by the music industry, and turned into businesses. So we could run down the list of all of the greats that we met because a corporation
built them
packaged them up and put them in front of us for us to enjoy. And by the way, and if that's what we're saying, they're all industry plants. I'm fine with that, because there's some great ones.
It doesn't make any sense.
I like plants.
If you're on a major label, you're an industry plant. All that means is people threw resources into you and they tried their very best to make you extremely successful. There is a business, this whole industry is built upon that. We want everyone, if you work for a label, distributor, whatever, you want those people to be successful. You're going to get behind them and champion and work those records until they get to the point, hopefully, that they can get to Doechiis and get Grammys and get nominated and get all these tours and stuff. Industry plant is just a cheap way of saying you can't quantify why someone is successful because you don't rock with them. Right. That's all it is. And now by that, we can galvanize online and we can have like 10 people that be like, yeah, I don't like this person either. Oh, well, shit, 10 people said it. This person's an industry plant because I don't listen to Doechii. It's lazy. Like, how does someone who's from Tampa, Florida, that moved to LA, that signed to TDE, how do they have an inside track where, as people that work in the music industry, there's a lot of children of people that are already rich, famous, successful, and we don't call them industry plants for whatever reason. There's plenty of Nepo babies. We don't even call them Nepo babies in music because they get to change their name. Or we don't find out until later, but they get to skate, and for some reason, a girl from Florida is an industry plant. It makes no fucking sense.
There's something about Doechii. There are even people that I respect in this industry that I've had conversations with that have said this, and it's really, really confusing. But look, maybe just people also being threatened. It's like you said, Eddie, like you put all this effort behind somebody, it doesn't always pan out. She's doing amazing, and I don't think this is gonna slow her down. It's unfortunate that she had to respond, but of course she did it in like amazing Doechii style.
I think it should be noted too, before Alligator Bites Never Heal was dropped in 2024, she had a project in 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, but
plus, nobody was
that.
screaming this industry plant shit when she had the record with Kodak Black, and that joint was a #1 record.
Right.
All before Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Oh yeah, and then it's also the TDE thing, so we can go on for days about that.
And that is the whole...
Yeah, you don't understand.
What do you mean?
The Kendrick, the Drake, all that other shit. Because
Aiden Ross...
Look where a lot of that noise is coming from.
Are you concerned to say names in 2026?
No, I'm not concerned. I don't give a fuck to say names. I don't give a fuck to acknowledge shit that doesn't matter.
No, I mean, but they're big, they're popular, everybody knows.
I don't give a fuck.
Like
I could care less about that.
God.
So
I was just worried because it seemed like you was like...
I'm not scared to say nobody's name. I just like I'm in a space right now where it's like if it's not positive, I'm not because I'm not.
You're in a new space.
Yeah,
I'm trying. Breaking the program.
I'm trying to be in a space.
No, hang on, bro.
Okay, my fault. Okay.
I want to give you time. This is big. I want to give you space because you're talking about positive energy. What you're talking about and putting out positivity. Go on.
No, I'm trying to look at things that I give a fuck about or that I want to constructively give a fuck about. I don't want to give energy to things that are purposely trying to piss people off or purposely trying to dig at a culture that we love and hone in on. I'm purposely trying to ignore all of that bullshit. So there are names and there are people and there are things that have been doing that
Hang on, hold that thought. And now, does that pertain to specifically your love for hip hop and hip hop culture?
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you're only going to be positive because you're still going to say you like and dislike things.
Yes, but I'm going to have a very, very peculiar way of saying what I don't like and why I don't like things.
So you'll be more careful.
Yes, very more careful. But it's still going to be honest and truthful and genuine. But I'm not going to give the energy, the negative energy that people want and think that I have. So that's my.
And Eddie, you would like to say?
We call that growth.
Now.
I'm trying.
The interesting thing here, and the reason I wanted to document this in history, is because now we've given it space, and the viewers can follow along.
Hold you to that, dog.
I'm not going to promise. I'm going to do my. I'm going to do my.
Backpedal.
I'm not. No. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to.
No buts.
I'm going to try my hardest.
I'm going to do it.
But I might crack.
You're only human, Lo.
I'm only human.
I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
You put it out in the universe. You're holding yourself accountable.
I'm trying.
You're trying new things.
Yes.
If you fall short, we'll pick you back up and we'll go again.
You know who's going to make sure you fall short?
All of you.
And I hope you fall short.
He's going to needle you to get it out.
Now, it does seem to highlight what you're pointing out. Mm-hmm. It does seem to highlight that it's specifically tied to individuals that you don't really feel are a part of this hip hop ish, but are using it to forward their kind of agenda online.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And I feel like we've given it too much space. I feel like we've given it too much attention, and I feel like we've given it too much leeway for us to feel a way about what we love and what we hold close to our heart so much. And I see it online too much, and I hear it in conversations in person too much, and it's becoming a thing that's toxic. It wears you out. It doesn't allow you to enjoy the shit that people are talking about, and it makes you start to think like, damn, like, is this really this? Is it really that? And it's like, I observed it a lot over the break. So I'm trying to do a cognizant effort of like, all right,
man, I respect it, brother.
Thank you.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Well, and I think it's a perfect segue into this headline. Drake and Adin Ross accused of using online casino money to artificially inflate streams in a class action case. No, that's what the headline says. We don't know this to be true, allegedly.
We don't know.
That's where you went next?
Yeah, those are the allegations.
I don't understand the
those are the allegations.
The technicalities here. I didn't get to really look into this. Like, how would that work?
I don't know.
Is that clear to everybody else?
There's some tipping mechanism inside the app that allowed people to, I guess, send money to individuals, and then the money was being used to buy streams on platforms, et cetera, et cetera. It said there's 2 women in the U.S. state in Virginia that have filed a class action seeking $5 million from eCasinoStake.com. The celebrities and other Australian internet personality, which that was Chat, the Grand Wizard Chat N-word, who runs DJ Academics TV he's actually in Australia.
Yeah.
Right? And allegedly breaches of a racketeer influenced corruption, it's RICO, and consumer protection laws, according to The Guardian.
I guess we got to wait till that hits the courts, and so I don't.
A RICO?
Yeah, but this is a state level. And it's just these 2 people in Virginia. This is not a federal.
Shout out to Jeffrey. Big up to Young Thug. We could beat them.
Who's
There's one lawyer you need to holler at. He figured it out. He cracked the code.
And he 2 for 2.
And then Drake have a song title about bro. What's his name? Brian Steele.
Get him on all the dogs. Brian Steele, he got you, fam. It's only a state. Oh, nah, man.
Light work.
Aubrey got money for that. What state is it, Virginia?
Virginia.
Oh, man, you can beat Virginia. You got all
how
Canada
do you know, how do you know all
got
this? Like, what they could beat and what, like, how do you know?
I'm like everybody else online. I'm just talking. I don't know shit about shit. But we do know Brian Steele 2-0 though. I know that record speaks for itself.
That's for damn sure.
That we're aware of. Whoever Tory Lanez had, don't use that lawyer. I know that wasn't state, but don't use that.
Man, come on.
This guy crazy.
Oh, he's starting hot. He's starting hot. 2026.
Don't use that guy. You're gonna lose it multiple times.
Yo, I don't know if y'all spend any time with it, but the Baby's new project. Anybody listen?
That's what Kirk Franklin?
Yeah, Kirk Franklin.
I didn't know. I thought that
It's
was like
it's a
joke.
collab with him and this
I'm not even trying to
Fetty
be
P.
funny.
Franklin out of North Carolina.
I thought that was like
No, there's a couple of songs. Yo, the Baby dropped a couple of songs I'm really rocking with.
gospel.
No, just rap records recently that he's dropped.
Oh, I thought you were talking about on the project.
No, not on that project specifically. I'm just saying in general.
He's got a record that's about to come out. It's like some dance club.
This joint called Letter to My YN.
That's fire. I like that one.
Tough.
There's one he's previewing right now on his IG that's pretty tough. It's a nice little club record. So I think he's got a lot. He's dropping his album in like 18 days, I think, the end of the month.
This French Montana Max B. Top 10 on the Apple Music charts.
Mm-hmm.
Coke Wave 3.5 Narcos. Eddie, how'd you feel about it?
I would have an opinion for you if I listened to it.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ, Eddie. Like, did you
Yo,
sleep
after
well
all of this
last night?
French Montana Max B talk we did at the end of last year, you're not even tuning in?
That's crazy.
Listen, guys.
That's crazy.
I could lie to you, or I could tell you the truth, and I'm be like, I didn't even know it came out. Like, I was not. I just
So
wasn't aware.
how are you doing all this, like, speaking up for Max and this, that, and the third, and you didn't even touch one record?
Y'all got to, you and Low got in the push-up
battles.
Y'all was talking about push-up for like 10 minutes.
You saw that?
You saw it, right?
I was like, when are we done? I was trying to fast forward through the push-ups.
See?
So
I was trying to figure out how it started, but
Okay.
go ahead. My
So you
fault.
just weren't
slipped through the
interested,
cracks,
Eddie.
guys. I've heard like 2 or 3 songs. I heard them. I didn't know it was part of a project. I was unaware. My bad. My apologies. Sometimes you don't get to everything.
What about the single?
I like the single. It's a great song.
And Metro Boomin did a lot of production on this too. Metro Boomin, Harry Fraud, production's fire.
Metro
on
Boomin
it.
is a very, very shocking contribution to that project.
Why you say shocking?
I just didn't think those two would link up. One, this early, and two, I didn't think the styles meshed. I didn't think they would go that big that quick. But clearly it worked, so.
There's some
hate
heat
there.
on it.
Yeah, there's some heat on there. It's too long, but
Still
Too
a lot
many
of songs.
songs.
it's 23
Yeah,
records.
but the singles are
43.
good.
So yeah,
Look, I feel like the transition from, this is what you guys were talking about, right? Between the push-ups, coming back from after being away for so long.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
it was so distracting, the push-ups. I was like, is he
No,
actually
because,
going to
like, no, they-
get down and do
'cause
some
they
modified
never- no,
push-ups?
no.
Or what do
That's
we,
why she makes the big bucks.
because they made fun of me because I said I could do 300 push-ups.
which is bullshit.
It's not fucking bullshit, Nadeska. Okay? You just got back here like we just got back
It's
here.
like, that's
okay?
all you had to say.
No, because then he got upset about it. We started talking about Max B, about saying he's come back too early. He was like, well, I bet you
Like,
that
when
you can't do 300 push-ups, and
Yeah,
people going to like the project,
the
and we never
modified
figured out
push-ups?
what the bet was, and I
Oh,
could
come
do
on.
300
Well, so
fucking push-ups.
I think the loophole in the push-ups thing, just so we're all clear, is that he does sets of like 25 throughout the day.
He said in 5 to 10
No, I
minutes.
said
or
between in
something.
5 to 10. I'm not doing this shit with y'all today. I have a new fucking leaf, and I'm trying to press play on this positive shit. And y'all reeling me back in, and I'm having flashbacks. So let's move
Yo,
on
my
to the
man
next.
is glitching up here, bro.
Literally,
A new leaf, you have a new leaf. Okay,
said-
I got
sorry.
to press reset on my.
What
my
I
modem.
wanted to say, Lo,
Go ahead. You just got back. It's not even 15 fucking minutes yet, and I'm already sweating. Go ahead, Nadeska.
I'm sorry.
You got one more time to get out your fucking chair, Eddie.
Yo, man.
But just what I took away from the conversation about you guys talking about people transitioning back from prison, being away for a long time, and what that looks like.
Good transition.
And so I was just trying to think about people who have done that successfully, some not so successfully, like that Young Thug album, not great, but like when Remy came home, she had some like big hits. She dropped a great project. There's some
T.I.
people like Kodak. I just feel like the energy that Max B and French Montana came with is better than I expected, is what I want to say. They came out with like a big radio-ready single. Like, this is successful, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the whole conversation was you guys not being sure how they would execute.
Yeah, I think for me, my whole thing was I felt like they were going to rush him back into the process. And it seems like the general public is receiving him very well. I think the records do sound a little bit rushed, but from just the record that we like, they kind of found that hit-making thing that they had before everything went
Which is
left.
not guaranteed. I mean, there have been people like Bobby Shmurda. When he came home, there was like a very warm welcome for him, but I don't know, has he dropped any songs since
The
I've been
music
gone?
was few and far in between.
Yeah, music
Okay.
wasn't, music fell flat.
Yeah.
People seem kind of cold towards Young Thug after like his release.
Very cold.
It's just like the album wasn't good. That was so disappointing for me. Like, I thought he would...
Because you're a big Young Thug fan.
Yeah, I mean, because I think he's such a great artist. You know what I mean? I feel like he's very dynamic and he's good at pushing boundaries, and we know he can make records that project he did with Cole, I'm blanking on names right now. My brain's like a bit fried. I just thought he would put out a better effort, you know? So it's cool to see Max B delivering in like a spot Young Thug seemed like a layup for him. But
Well, Young Thug didn't help with his antics too.
There's not a lot of names that you can rattle off that got out of jail and had
Huge
sustainable success.
Not spotty success.
there's
right?
Gucci.
Right, but when Gucci came home, did the music really ring off, or was it the other endeavors?
I think it was
Did the music ever reach where it was?
No.
Maybe not the same.
I mean, wait, time out though, because like
No.
it's not like Gucci was selling a lot of albums. Gucci,
But there was a lore about
he
him
was a
before he.
mixtape guy.
Yeah, there still was a lore about him.
I'm
before he went
genuinely
in.
asking. I really don't have an opinion.
I think Gucci probably reached a different level of success and notoriety post jail. I don't know music charts numbers, but
persona was
Gucci's never
huge,
been an
right? He
artist.
still had a lot of
that-
The aura was still there when he came home.
Yeah, so people, I think it's more. He's been more successful post jail, even though he might have been played in the club more pre-jail. So I think the success, it's more success.
Different type
So
of
I think
success. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Different type of
It's
success.
apples and
also
oranges.
too, and he's older too. Like you in hip hop specifically, once you reach a certain age, you generally don't have the same success you had in your 20s. So for him to maintain this success post jail and actually flip the narrative on every part of who he is.
Yeah, he changed who he was, wrote a book, lost the weight,
Yeah.
quit the drugs, like all that type of stuff. Everything that he
Yeah,
was
And
when
have
he
a
went in,
successful family, man.
Yeah, so
that
then,
family
yeah.
piece is key too.
that success is it's apple and oranges.
What
But
about
yeah, I was more talking about music, right? Like really getting back into that form. Like Lil Wayne got back in that form when he came home.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
what about
came
Meek? Was that prison or was that jail?
Meek was
championships come
jail.
after?
Jail. No, it was prison.
That was
he
prison.
was in there for what? 2 years?
And he came out more successful.
Right. He had
Meek
a,
came
he had a
home
big
and got
album.
music-
And
the
maybe he was
music-
being
the
like an
music-
advocate.
for that album.
Yeah, the music took off when he got home because that was championships, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Pac obviously came home and went crazy.
Oh, he went
after
busy. He got
jail.
busy.
I mean, he's the example.
Right.
He's a ceiling.
T.I.?
Well, you know, it's
T.I.?
Paper Trail.
Paper Trail post jail, but
After Paper Trail though,
post
shit.
Paper Trail though, it kind of. But yet again, rap's a young man game. So if you go to jail like 22, it's different than you go to jail like 29, 30. Like,
Right.
it's just different.
Yeah.
And on that, Fetty Wap home from prison.
So this is what got me thinking about this. Like, what are the odds? I know we're going to talk later about artists that we think are going to have a big year. What if Fetty had a crazy comeback in 2026?
It's possible.
Like, you know what I mean? That
Is he focusing, like, because I know he did an interview with The Breakfast Club. Is he focusing on the music as fast as Max B did? Or is it that he wants to focus on the community himself, trying to get back into just the rhythm of life? Do you expect him to do the same thing that Max did? I personally
he was
don't.
also in a different. He was also in a different position though. Like
Oh,
Fetty
yeah,
Wap
yeah,
went
yeah.
cold for years before he went to jail. Like Max B was riding the wave. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different things. Like there wasn't an expectation of music from Fetty Wap because for all intents and purposes, we were done with him musically. So I don't know what the appetite is for Fetty Wap as far as music. It's possible. Like you just need the right collaborators,
I think he
right
probably knows
songs,
that,
and
too.
it can happen.
And also, Fetty Wap, I could tell from this quote, because this is a early release. Right now, my focus is on giving back through my community initiatives and foundations, supporting at-risk young children and expanding access to education, early tech skills, and vision care for young kids and students so they can show up as their best selves.
So it seems like his time in prison was focused more so on what that is and what it's going to be, what it's going to look like.
Well, no, as a part of these early releases, you don't just get to hit the streets.
Oh, it's a part of the program. It's part of
Talking
the-
the same way you was talking before you went to jail.
Yes.
You know
Because
what I'm
his
saying?
was a Rico case
and
as
that's-
well.
And by the way, I love this quote, and I love artists who are doing this stuff.
Yeah.
But we're specifically talking about music.
Yes.
In the songs, they don't get to talk as crazy in the songs either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it changes, and as we could tell, the audience, if your brand is set up a certain way, it's tough to make that pivot when people want a certain type of music from you.
And when you're
listen-
not allowed to make that,
And then you
certain-
can't make that music, and then
it puts you in a very tricky position.
it's tough. It's tough.
possible. If Lowe's going to pivot this year, anybody can do it, right?
Nadeska.
Offset came back hotter than. I mean, he had two dudes holding him down in the meantime.
Right, true.
But Offset came out bigger than ever.
Well, no, that's a good point. But
But mentally, then it's
Migos was on their, they were on their ascension, right? Right at that point, right?
Yeah.
He caught it right at the right time, but it's fact.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a fact. Nadeska, welcome back to the program once again.
Uh-oh. Don't ask me any questions.
Please
I
do.
just wanted to know if you saw the 50 Cent kind of, it's look,
yeah,
50,
yeah.
I'm not saying this,
What are they saying?
It says 50 Cent versus everybody.
I mean, they're not
Here
wrong.
you are again, 50 Cent. In the middle of New York hip hop. Beefing.
I mean, in all fairness.
So who ruined New York
it's
hip
not
hop? You or
just New
50
York
Cent?
hip hop. He's also beefing with like Campbell's Soup, right? It's everybody. Everybody
No,
can get it.
it's literally everybody.
Campbell's Soup, right? They invited him to come to the factory and check if it's real
that's
chicken
true.
or the 3D printed. Like, 50 is a national treasure. So here's how I feel about this. We've been watching this man troll everybody for, I don't know, decades now.
Yeah.
But
At least 2.
the thing about him is like he's also like executive producing TV shows and documentaries. Like, I can't even be mad at him. If he was just on the internet stirring up shit all the time, that would be one thing.
But he's got his other
But he's like a successful. What?
That's not the conversation.
What's
we
the
know
conversation?
That. We know that. We know he's successful.
Okay,
we know,
positive, Lil. Tell me what the
we know
conversation
that we're
is.
all. I think that this is. You got one more goddamn time, Nadeska.
Then what are you gonna do? Come on,
Nothing.
P-Lo, positive low.
All I'm saying is, like, we know that 50's a troll, but we know he has a lot of business ventures going on. We know he has the stars and the movies that he's doing.
And he's
the
apparently
studio.
a good guy behind the scenes.
Okay,
he was
that remains to be
supporting
seen.
Fetty Wap in prison, sending him money,
that's also
calling him
who
to
ruined
check
hip-hop
in. What was that
in New
about?
York.
That's also a very good point. But I think this whole 50, Jim Jones, Fab, Davies, the Papoose thing, I think a lot of us are looking at it like, okay, enough of the trolling shit that we know you're so good at, that you've been doing for decades. Get in the fucking booth.
And 50 said, what the F? I can't get jiggy with this ish. LOL. Y'all trash.
Why do you
Make
have to-
one song that can sell and I'll come play.
Why do you have
Y'all
to read
still
it
trying
like
to
that?
sell
That's not how that
music,
works.
right?
That's not how that
That's
works.
not how that
bro.
works.
Like,
that's not how that fucking works,
man.
bro. That's not how this shit-
How what work?
What do you guys want? Him to
Like-
really drop a song?
Just get in there. Just have some, like, everything has been done. We know.
But I agree with y'all. I would love 50 Cent to get in the booth and go back at cats and make records and all that.
Just have
but
some
you're
fun.
setting the terms of the, I don't know,
Back and
a beef?
forth?
Are we calling this a
No, it's
beef?
not
What
a
do we
beef.
call
But
it?
back and forth
What do we call
or
it?
words.
I think it's promo, first of all. But second of all, we'll call it a back and forth. You're setting the terms of the back and forth based on Fab, Dave, and Mano and Jim's response. Remember, 50 had already taken issue with them having a problem with the documentary, and then went after their place of where they do their podcast,
Yes, yeah. The
interviewed
studio.
the podcast owner, and was doing his normal 50 Cent trolling. They then put out a record, and then y'all wanted to go, yeah, Fifth, put out a record.
And the problem is what?
No problem. I'm just saying you're setting the terms based on their response, not
50
really
has
the
set
way.
50 has set the terms for how this shit goes from way back when. He's always set the terms of how people respond.
Oh, you mean
how
but he ain't
that's-
been making records
right.
in how long?
I understand that, but that's his skeleton of how terms were set when these kind of things started to happen.
Yeah.
So now when you lose those terms and you made new terms and we're just like, yeah, you've done this plenty of times. We know you're gonna make these phone calls and you're gonna dig up mess. You're gonna do all this shit. We know those terms have gotten old.
Dang, you calling 50 old?
I'm not calling him. I'm calling his the way he's
Low,
maneuvering.
you next on that 50 Cent post.
What Pusha T say? Pusha T said he likes when rappers rap, right, or something to that degree.
And 50 can
It would
rap.
just
It's
be
not
ni-
like the nigga sucks.
This is we would like every now and then for 50 to get back into his roots because
it, bro.
look, man, them boys ain't gonna win a big bank tank, little bank battle with 50 Cent.
And
we
they know that. They know that.
And they know that. And that's his trump card. He'd be like, you can't make no hits. You can't, like, bro, no one can make it in the club. Like, no one can do that, man.
No
But
one's
also
making
in the club
wankster.
was
No
also
one's making 21 questions. Cool, we get that. Let's get that out the way.
And that was also 20-something years ago. So here's what
Yeah.
you guys can do. Like, Dave East and those guys, the rappers. So they're like, all right, we're beefing with a rapper. Let's do what
Let's do what
default
rappers
is.
do.
Let's do what
Well,
rappers do.
and,
for you to come
and
back.
I
And yet
understand that as fans, right? As fans, which we all are,
Right.
right? We would love to hear 50 come outside and jump on a record.
I mean,
And that's what he does.
Unpopular opinion, I don't really care to hear like a 50 diss track. Is that bad?
No, it's
not because I
not.
think
You
that
know
the
what?
song
You know
is
what?
bad. I just
You know
really
what?
don't care.
That's your opinion.
I'm
That's
just
your
fine
opinion.
with him as he is. I love and appreciate who he is, and I think like Ebro says, they all love the promo. Like, who cares?
Now that she says it out loud, I kind of don't want one either.
See,
So
that's what I'm talking about.
No, 50 now, by the way, 50 dropped the record, I want to say a month
He
ago.
dropped the record with Nas, I think. He had a feature with Nas on I forgot what project it was.
No, he was definitely on a Nas record, which I
Scared
like.
you liked it?
Yeah. 50 is still
Fight
there.
Land.
Yeah, it's still
He got
there.
a record with Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, that dropped back in November for his show,
It's
Fight Land.
It's still there.
For his show.
It's still there.
Well, because
Eddie.
I think his 50's like a prize fighter, right? Like if the money ain't right, he ain't showing up.
I respect
So the
him.
fight land, I think
Floyd
when he
was
makes
his
a
guy.
song, but when he makes a song, he ties it into a show because then it's automatically.
And those are the terms that he has said. I
don't
get
need a
that.
diss
I get
track.
No,
that.
that's just how he does his music.
No,
thing.
and that's
You know what I
fine.
mean?
Yeah, that's fine. But we're over that shit. So get in the
You're
booth.
over
Maybe we're
it.
just defending.
There's a lot of
fellow
motherfuckers that are
podcasters.
over it. There's a lot of people that are over it. So
Over the Instagram 50?
yes, there are a lot of people that are over it, and especially when a rapper called you a rapper. Fab went directly at this nigga's head, directly.
Yeah.
There was nothing else to take from that. Yes, he's talking to 50 over a 50 beat.
We're just trying to show
Terms are
podcast
set.
solidarity.
Terms are
That's it.
set.
Is that what
We
this
stand with our
is?
fellow podcast brethren.
That's what Lowe's doing, right? Podcast solidarity.
Oh, this is what
Yeah,
it is.
and it's other people that sit on the couch and talk about rap. we too stand with you.
Yo, I'm
Some of our heat's on.
I'm
You can't
trying.
see
I'm
our
trying. I'm
breath.
trying.
What's the problem with that
because-
comment?
no,
Why you have a
that's
problem
not.
with
That's
that?
not what that is, though. That's
see
not
our
what the
breath.
fuck that.
Taking shots.
All right, let
The
me
heat's
stop that.
on.
What is it
No,
then?
it's
on. I'm
just,
just
I just like
saying,
rap. I
there's
just
a
like hip hop.
difference.
I like what rappers rap. I
Apple
just like
plays
that.
the
That's all.
evening.
I'm sorry.
This is what he's gonna say in his head every time he's triggered.
I apologize. All
Just-
right, no, because it's
just
starting to
love
happen
rap and
again.
just
No,
love
like
hip-hop.
2025 is starting to happen in the head again. Okay, my fault. No, we're staying right at 2026. My fault.
P-Lo.
Yo, positive low, man. He's struggling. He's trying to get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Glitching right now.
Now, Nadeska, you said we had a plan to talk about who we expect to have a great 2026. Who came up with this idea?
Is somebody gonna be in trouble?
Somebody in this room.
I mean, I heard that.
Nah, ain't no trouble. I just want to know why.
I know it's top of the year
Didn't we talk about
tradition.
Is this what people do?
Yes, Ebro.
Podcasting people, I believe so.
Ah,
yes.
man, I suck at this.
It's okay.
man.
I think Nick has a working
Yeah,
list
Nick
for us,
has a
right?
list, doesn't he?
I put together a list, and I think it's cool to just keep tabs on people throughout the year and kind of see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And say, oh,
I'm
look,
watching
put
Positive
people
Low
on,
in 2026. That's getting all my
have them
attention.
excited. Yeah, we're gonna get to Low to see who he's excited about in 2026. But let me start off with a list that I got. Starting off with somebody who had a crazy end of 2025, coming into 26 is SD Kid. You guys familiar with him?
Yeah.
SD Kid.
Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet.
Got this.
That's the Timothy Chalamet promo.
for a while.
Yeah.
Well, and Nick, in your internet expertise, you anticipate this guy really have a stellar 2026.
Absolutely. I think in a way, you know, as we look at UK rap continue to raise its profile, we see what Central C does. We're waiting on Skepta to come back in full force. I think SD Kid fits perfectly in that pocket with some of the songs he's got going. And
That's on fire.
yeah, and he
Which
does
song
got
you like, Eddie?
What's the main song? What's the big one?
For Ross.
That shit fire.
Yeah. You know, it sounds like JME production. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of that classic like grind
love the
sound
production.
that we
I ain't
fell in
gonna
love
hold you.
with. Yeah. So we look out for him.
But
And
this is
also
why
in
I
the
hate
UK, we got-
this is why I hate these type of segments.
Why?
It's too many variables
Yeah.
What do you mean?
to predict the 2026.
So just fuck it, right? Fuck the segment. Let's just get rid of it. We just shouldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
just-
That's how
why
I
are we
really.
doing
Yo, that's how I
anything?
feel deep down. But go ahead.
Just fuck it. Why are we,
Eddie's
why
not
are we
fighting
doing
his
No,
this?
I'm doing the
at all.
dance, man. I'm doing the dance, man. I'm playing along, man.
Fuck it. Let's just not do it. Cut
Nick,
it.
we don't need you.
I mean, there's
No,
5
no.
people on this show now. My opinion ain't the only one. Go ahead.
It wasn't the
But
only
I
one
do- I would
before.
like to know-
Yeah, but I used to wild out. Go ahead. That's my version of being positive.
Okay.
All right. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going with Fake Mink. Y'all familiar with Fake
Yeah,
Mink?
yeah.
Also out the UK, got the Frank Ocean cosign. He's been, rapping over like these MGMT indie pop type beats. That's been working out really well for him. He's poised to have a big 2026 too.
All right.
If y'all care. Coming out the
gonna do
West
this
Coast.
If y'all, he's like, okay.
Wait, no, why are you
I'm just
framing
saying,
it like that, Nick? Like we don't care. Like, I don't know. What are
Here's
we
my
supposed to
question.
say
Well,
to
you
that?
don't. I got a question though. Why do UK rappers ain't making black rappers no more?
What? Oh, shit.
I mean, since shit
Oh, they was
came
all
out,
white?
who was the They ain't black.
Wait,
SD
time out. You
Kid,
didn't know
Fake
none of the
Mink.
people that he just mentioned?
Not at all. I'm not gonna say a lot of you.
So
I mean,
What
Nick
happened?
saying they're going to have a big 2026.
I mean, well, hey.
Y'all getting us
This
into a
is
whole
time
Billy
for Lo to
Woods
figure out who
situation
to be
again.
watching out for.
I'm so
That Billy Woods,
behind.
that was a rap like that was a live rap like.
Let's not do that again. Let's
Okay,
not do it.
sorry.
Let's not
Carry
do
on.
it.
Okay.
Nah, but we do got to bring it back up.
What?
Because the context that the Billy Woods thing happened at the Rap Life Live was under the context of like talking about superstars. Like we were literally talking about like people
Breakout
who
stars.
who were like breakout. The word was stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Woods has a whole movement, and somebody in the back of the room was like, Billy Woods. And I'm like, what are we talking about, man?
Okay.
That pissed you off.
So you guys accidentally
Because I hate when
disrespected
people
him?
do that to artists who are having a great moment.
Right.
Okay.
Where they automatically put them in the conversations too soon.
Of star and
Of stars.
Yeah,
It's like in sports where a quarterback is a rookie, they come out and they start having Tom Brady combos, and you're like, whoa, man. Can't the person just have like a good season and like we can
or like
watch-
just a good game.
But this is also why I hate segments like this.
Okay, well now,
Damn.
now,
All right,
now
are we gonna let Nick finish the list?
Go ahead, Nick.
How many names do you have on that list? Because this
Nick
is
was really
I
good.
got a couple. We'll breeze through them a little bit, but I have a question a little bit. Going back to that Billy Woods thing. Have any of you guys had a chance to listen to him?
I've heard Billy Woods, man. He's good. He's really good.
Lowkey?
Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Cool. Next one.
Why are you doing that? Don't be dismissive.
No,
of
I'm
Billy
not.
Woods,
He's good.
man.
Like, yeah,
That was
I mean,
very
I don't know what the
dismissive.
fuck he's gonna be in 2026. What I've heard, like, I
just
guess
here
it's
for vibes.
good. Like, cool. Let's keep it pushing.
All right, let's move on to the West Coast and the artist we want to watch out for in 2026. AZ Chike. He's poised to break out this year.
Okay.
New label, new project on the way with more anticipation that he's probably ever had before. You know what I mean? So
What
look out for
label
him.
did he switch from to?
I think he was independent. I think early on he had a deal with a label, got off that, was independent for a few years, and now signed to Warner.
He signed right after
last year.
GNX, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these last few singles that we saw from AZ Chike was under Warner. After
I believe so,
GNX.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
So he's getting ready to drop. Wally the Sensei is somebody else who
Love
signed to
Wally the
Cactus Jack.
Sensei, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting ready to drop a project this year,
We,
too.
we might talk to
I think we're going to be talking to
okay.
Wally
That's
very
on the
soon
plug?
here. That's the plug.
It could be coming up soon.
Yeah.
Let's go. I like that.
Eam Triplin is somebody who I wanted to shout out at Rap Life Review Live. He's been working for a little while, but he's just got this kind of unorthodox, kind of left of center style that I think is potential to have like hits, hit success. So I don't know if y'all familiar with his music, but I think he's
How you
somebody
spell
who's
it?
got something going in a second. Eam Triplin, E-E-M, and then the second name is Triplin, T-R-I-P-L-I-N.
Eam Triplin.
Eam Triplin.
I'm going to check him out.
Yeah, he's hard.
He dropped a project back in November, 4 joints.
Yeah, that's a great 100 grams off that EP is really hard.
He's from
He does a
Florida?
lot of his own production. I think he's from Philly, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. LaRussell.
LaRussell.
Yeah.
Let's go.
LaRussell, some who's got like Kendrick Lamar acknowledgement. I don't know if we can call it a full
You following
cosign,
LaRussell?
but
You know about LaRussell?
yeah. So,
I suggest it. You'll like it.
I was gonna ask Nick if you could help me with my homework assignment of catching up on shit I missed in the past 6 months. Can you just give me a couple
Yeah.
essentials from each artist? I'll hit you later.
Nah, New
I'll
Orleans
be back.
kid. New Orleans kid, really spitting.
Okay.
Really like
Yeah.
building a movement with his team. Like, nah, he's dope. Dope visuals, dope on the gram. Like he's saying something.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll like it for
kind
sure.
of shit.
And he looks like, I don't know the kid, I never met the kid, but he looks like his energy's dope.
going down south, there's a new YSL type movement happening right now with an artist like Teezus. I don't know if y'all familiar. Artist named Diamond. They got a song called Bada Bing, Bada Boom that's doing really well right now. They're getting ready to break out. So if you guys want some of that new YSL energy, you know, the progeny of
Now,
Young
why are
Thug,
you
people who
comparing
followed
them
in
to
his footsteps.
YSL energy? Why are you putting that?
Well, Teezus is signed. Teezus is
expectation
on
on
YSL.
Got it.
I don't believe Diamond is signed to YSL, but he is adjacent and does song with the new YSL dudes, 1300 Saint, 9 Vicious. So if you want some of that energy, we could look for them to break out this year too.
I like that.
And there's an artist named Headband out of Baton Rouge. I don't know if you remember, we talked to Fredo Bang, and you asked Fredo Bang, who's the hottest rapper out of Baton Rouge right now? And he had a song called That Sound at the end of last year. He's got another song that's climbing the Apple Music charts right now called Boo. So I
That's
think
the
he's
joint on
gonna
TikTok
have
that
some
everybody
hit
doing the
songs.
dance to?
I don't know.
Yeah, because he sound like
On
NBA
TikTok.
Youngboy. I know who Headband is.
A little bit. There's definitely a Baton Rouge.
Oh, that's the dude that
sound.
was like everyone thought this song was NBA
Yes,
Youngboy. You talking about that
that's
one?
that's the exact
Okay.
song. I know exactly what you're talking
So
about.
that's Headband. There we go. All right. Lowkey, you did the dancer.
In between the push-ups.
What?
That's how he
Oh,
shakes off.
man. Wow. So is that and Nick, is that the list?
And I want to wrap it up with just a spotlight on Chicago. Rack Baby, Chucky, Vaughn Off 1700, Bloodhound Q50. I think they're going to go crazy.
I feel like Nick just making up names. I know
thought-
y'all
Listen,
getting
Man, come on, man. Let Nick do his
Y'all
thing.
old.
Now, what was
That
his
ain't a
title?
real
What was his
fucking
list
name.
titled, Nick? What was the title?
Artists to watch in 2026.
Artists to watch. And watch them do what exactly? No, guys, don't do that, man. I'm really asking. Because when, look,
the way it was set up.
the only reason I'm saying this, Nick, is because when people ask me these things, right? Like, hey, let's do an artist to watch in 2026. I'm like, man,
right.
Like, what are we watching? What are we looking for?
You know what's crazy? He's clearly a huge executive at Apple Music, right? So when they ask you to make a list like this, you really respond to people like that?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, the fuck he does not. Trudy, he doesn't. Trudy, does he? Trudy, this is how he responds to meetings?
Yeah, I'll be like, what? Watching what? What are we watching? Are we no? And the reason I say that is because like the artists that Nick gave, many of those artists are very new. Right. So we are watching them get to an album, maybe have a hit song. Right. Like, and that's why I'm asking, what are we watching? Right? Like, what are we trying to pay attention to?
Right.
Because, and also I say out, and this, I'm just being honest, man, there's so much music coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
So when you say what to watch for in 2026, the regular person is like, yo, I'm watching for J. Cole to drop an album. Right? I'm watching, and by the way, I say regular person as a mainstream person.
That's not in this world. They
may not be as deep into the music and as close to the music as what Nick is articulating, some of these artists. So when I ask, I'm genuinely asking, not to throw shade, but to really have a real healthy conversation about what are our expectations for these artists.
So you're watching for progression, but specifically what kind of progression?
And how can we help them? Right? Like, can we start to pay attention to artists and give them support in ways, because artists that are at this phase of their career need certain things, and artists are at this phase of their career need other things. You know what I'm saying?
Because like you said, to the common person, they're watching what we're watching.
That's right.
Right. Okay. All right. That's cool.
But if we're talking about a Rap Life Review fan, we're giving them a little bit more credit than the average person.
Like it's
right?
It's two different sectors. It's two different sectors.
They know that a J. Cole might drop or that a Baby Keem might drop, but if they're that tapped in, then we're giving them some more information to go off of so they could go discover their next favorite artist in a way.
We're kind of like Oprah's book club.
Yes, correct.
Yup. Here's what you should be reading. But Rap from Chicago.
Okay. Yeah. That was a very.
But they're on YSL.
That was nice, and it bridged.
But they
it bridged
sound like
it. It bridged
NBA
it.
Young Boy, and they're from Baton Rouge.
It bridged it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I want to shout out LaRussell, man, in that Kyrie Irving situation. Kyrie Irving paid $11,000 for LaRussell Something in the Water album.
I think Snoop Dogg did $2,500.
He did?
Yeah.
I love all of this for LaRussell, man. And the reason I bring that up right now is honestly because he is an artist that we've watched independently put things together, right? And it's tough, right, as he continues to tell this independent story because he's had a certain level of success. Where does he take it next, right? And so this headline's very interesting. Does he have a breakout hit on the way? Right? Like, is he going to have one of those breakout chart-topping hits? Is that his path? Does he even want that to be his path? And that's why, once again, bringing it up again, when I ask, what are we watching? What are our expectations when we have these conversations? Are we measuring artists against the right metrics? Right? Some artists are not chasing charts. It's not what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? They have their audience. They're creating a business around that audience, and they're not trying to be the next number one song on the Apple Music chart or whatever.
And just to mention, I would like to say every artist that I did name, I think has potential to get, like a top 10 hit on Apple Music in the next year, or a top 15, top 20 Billboard hit in the next year.
So
now, why aren't we watching, or and not on your list, somebody like a Pooh Shiesty who currently has a number one song on Apple Music?
I think
people know.
Yeah, we know. I don't think that's
a watch thing.
Like, he's not there. He's not that.
I'm just asking.
I'm just saying.
Not that I disagree.
Yeah, he's not that. He's not what they're trying to do. He's not what where they're at in their career. He's past that.
We're already watching.
We're already watching.
We already know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have been watching for LaRussell. I love LaRussell, by the way. He the only artist I've ever seen have a mixtape called Live from the 206, which is the Seattle area code that ain't from Seattle. And if you go to his Apple Music page, he got a Sonics jersey on. So I'm always going to stay in LaRussell. I just want to say that. We see you in Seattle, LaRussell. We appreciate you.
Yeah, that's that big Northwest. Everywhere from the Bay up north, a lot of times people see that they see each other. Portland, Seattle, Bay Area. It's a whole little move. Yeah. Anything else before we wrap today? Welcome back, Nadeska, one more time. Glad to have you back on the couch. Any feedback for us since you was out?
You've been air checking us. What are your opinions?
Yeah, your opinions.
Well, she already told us what she felt about the show. She likes to talk that we have off the air more than she likes to talk on the air.
Yeah.
Just trying to be honest this year.
Therapy talk.
I can't regulate my emotions as well as I once did. I'm too tired. So I might say some shit that's out of pocket.
Might?
And I'm going to apologize in advance.
Might?
I probably mean it, but I shouldn't have said it. You know what I mean?
All right, Nick, before we wrap, what did we miss?
I think we missed the main thing is the Doechii Mane's success after prison. We kind of made it seem like he didn't have a very extended run after prison. He had a huge run after prison, much bigger than anything he did before. I think he came out of prison a bit of a legend, but just looking at some of the songs, Back on Road with Drake, Last Time with Travis Scott,
Yeah,
with
Christmas
Drake,
albums too.
I Get the Bag with Migos, Wake Up in the Sky with Bruno Mars.
Told y'all. He had some big collaborations coming out.
He came out. Yeah,
Like,
he came out the ground
That
running.
run was monumental after the album, and I think that's the biggest thing we missed today. But yeah, Doechii Mane went on a run.
Nick, thank you.
Thanks,
I love
Nick.
this.
See?
I love this.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's good. That guy's good.
Yeah.
All right, what else did we miss, Nick?
Y'all said that T.I. dropped Paper Trail and went on a run after he got out of prison. It turns out Paper Trail came out just before he went to prison.
So that run stopped when he went to prison.
So we retract that.
Yeah, you might retract it in
That's
the
why
run.
he's a comedian now.
Wait, who's a comedian?
But you're saying
Clifford
that's why?
Harris.
Yeah, because it quieted down after he got out of jail.
He got specials, man. He
he's
did
special,
it.
all right.
He did.
Wait,
he
what?
did it. He's a comedian.
No, yeah.
I saw him do some stand-up, but we going with T.I. as a comedian now?
He has a special out. He has a literal special. He's
I
dressed up
missed
like
this.
I'm glad you did. Please miss it.
He's a comedian.
Wait,
It's
what?
He's not funny.
Wait.
Whoa.
I'm going to support my guy.
Constructive criticism.
That chicken segment could get
help
this
it.
area.
Constructive criticism.
crazy. It gets
Constructive
crazy.
criticism. He's just.
That was constructive?
No.
There's
Not
nothing
funny.
constructive about it.
It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate. Just go back to the studio.
I'm a watch.
Okay.
I
wanna see for myself.
This wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
Wait, Eddie, you saw
He's
T.I.
gonna have a
stand
joke
up?
about you. Come on, man. Who do you think I am? Hell no. Come on, man.
See that
Kid Cudi also
y'all
did
talking
his
about
first
me.
stand-up set.
I saw that last
we
night.
doing?
I didn't even touch that one. So.
Wait, who?
So
Kid
Kid
Cudi.
Cudi's also
He did a
stepping
stand-up.
into
Wait, Kid
Cudi had
Cudi's being
stand-up?
funny
Yeah.
too?
Trying to be.
Is Kid Cudi funny?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Oh, man, what is happening?
Look, man. Hey,
Yo,
hey,
man, this
that
comedy
rap
thing,
band,
yo,
what are you
let the
doing?
comedians
This
who
is
do
why
this.
see it down.
Nah, let the comedians who do this, man. T.I.
See, y'all try to get on. They try to get on Dave East and them guys, and look, at least they found a lane. Just get your podcast mic, guys. We do it. It's easy. Just grab your microphone, go down to Best Buy. You're good, man.
Don't put
you
us
have
in,
a,
don't put
a
us in that
plethora
pocket.
of words,
nigga.
man.
We better than all
P-
that shit. Like, that's,
T.I.
don't do
already
that.
had a podcast, dog. What happened to the name of it? He had a
He
podcast.
brought
What's
expeditiously.
word,
He's bringing
T.I.?
that back too.
He did.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
Listen, man, he doing side quests right now. Kid Cudi, he had the Netflix little cartoon
Yo,
thing.
Kid
that was
Cudi
cool.
as a
That was
comedian,
fire.
I did not see that.
I don't want to see that.
Which
Comedians to watch 2026.
Oh, new list
right.
next week. Yo, Rap Life Review. Nick, thanks for your list. We'll watch those artists. Eddie in L.A., Low, Nadeska, I'm Ebro. Rap Life Review. We'll see y'all next week.
What's up? Appreciate you checking out an episode of the Rap Life Review. We're here every week. If you want to subscribe on Apple Music, YouTube, you'll never miss an episode. Get in the conversation, hit us in the comments, hit that like button. We'll see you next week.